Can you hear me now? All okay? Yes? Okay. So good morning everyone. Very good morning to all of you. Yes, good morning. Yes, Pratik, good morning. Aditya, good morning. Yes. Fine. चला बाळांनो मला जरा सांगा, what was the last point? We were solving some examples, okay? Energy stored on the capacitor, okay, and energy remaining on the capacitor after 1 second, and we have found out the fraction of energy which has been lost. Just find out the initial energy, just find out the energy after 1 second, and just find out the loss of energy divided by total energy. That will give you total energy lost. Okay, fine. Now today also we are going to solve one more example, so everyone write down. Can you see the cursor with the yellow circle? Can you see the cursor with yellow circle or simply a plus sign? Please reply. Yellow circle, only plus sign. Okay, fine. All right. If it is pencil, that is better. Okay, fine. Yes, all right. So write down next question. Okay, this is a self practice question. Okay, these questions have not been solved in the module, so we are solving them. Okay, so we are practicing now whatever theory we have learnt. Okay, the question is something like this: a condenser means capacitor of capacitance, a condenser of capacitance equal to 2 microfarad. So write down capacity or capacitance is equal to 2 microfarad. Okay sir, and has been charged to 200 volt. What is the potential difference across that condenser? 200 volt. Just keep on writing along with me. It is now discharged. It is now discharged. It is now discharged through a resistance. Discharge म्हणजे completely तो काय केला, चार्जलेस केला, complete charge त्याचा काढून घेतला. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, immediately within a fraction of second entire charge will not become zero, it will slowly become zero, and that graph yesterday we have already drawn how the charge or the potential difference across the capacitor goes on decreasing. You can plot here charge or potential difference, whatever you want. Charge or potential difference, initially it will be highest when time t is equal to 0. It decreases exponentially, and exponential graph for time being we will remember. Okay, it is like this, it is like this exponential graph. We are going to derive the equation for this graph, just don't worry. Okay, for time being the charge gradually goes on decreasing, and after some time it becomes 0. Okay, now the capacitor is discharged. Okay, so fully discharged we are assuming here. Discharge through capacitor is discharged through a resistance, through a resistance or through a resistor. Find out heat produced. Find out heat produced. Okay, everyone solve this question and reply me answer in the chat box. Check the notes which formula to be used and you figure out the answer. करा बाळांनो, कॅल्क्युलेट करा. Find out initial energy on the capacitor, find out final energy on the capacitor, and then the change in energy, the loss in energy is going to be the heat produced. Initial energy What is energy stored on the capacitor? There are three formulae. 1 half CV square, Q square upon 2C, and half QV. These are the three formulae. Okay, 1 half CV square, Q square upon 2C, and half QV. These are the three formulae that we have. Okay, these are the three formulae that we have for the energy stored on the capacitor. Now capacitor is fully discharged. So final charge on the capacitor will now become 0. So 0 upon anything is equal to 0. So final energy you can write 0. Final energy on the capacitor is equal to 0. Heat produced, just try to understand the logics. Heat produced is equal to energy lost. Heat produced is equal to energy lost is equal to initial energy minus final energy is equal to initial energy is 1 half. To which formula we will use? 1 half CV square, Q square upon 2C, and half QV. We are given the data of C and V. So CV formula we will use. We are given data of C and V. So CV formula we will use. So write down 1 half CV square as the initial energy minus final energy as 0. So 1 half as it is. Now C. Do not put only 2. It's 2 micro. Okay, generally students forget this micro. C is 2 micro. V is 200 volt. It is to be squared. V square minus 0. 2 and 2 cancel. This micro remains as it is. 200 square will be 4 into 10 raised to 4. Okay. So you can say answer is these many microjoule. 4 into 10 raised to 4. This micro as it is. And you can directly write joule also. Or you can just write like this. 4 into 10 raised to 4. This micro can be written as 10 raised to minus 6. This joule as it is. Minus 6 plus 4. Minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2. These many joule. And minus 2 and 4 you can figure out that as 0.04 joule. Okay, this is the energy which has been lost in the form of heat. Okay, this resistance, if you touch, you can feel that heat. Now replying in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Yes, their answer also is 0.04 joule. Good. Yes. Done. Okay. Now let us move on to the next question or next page. The next point is about redistribution of charges and loss of energy. So write down the next point. This point actually we have already done. We have already done with this point. So write down the next point. Redistribution of charges. Redistribution of charges and loss of energy. During the redistribution of charges, there is a loss of energy. Of course, this loss of energy will be again in the form of heat. Okay, redistribution of charges and loss of energy. And loss of energy. Okay, so let us have two conductors, spherical conductors. This is the first one. This is the second one. Okay. And the first conductor or the capacitor has capacity equal to C1. Second conductor has capacity equal to C2. Okay. First conductor has charge is equal to Q1. Second conductor has charge is equal to Q2. First conductor has potential equal to V1. Second conductor has potential equal to V2. This is before connecting the wire between them. So before connection. So this was a situation before connection. Okay. Just keep on writing and drawing. These are very simple things. Now what we are going to do, we are going to have the same two conductors. The same two conductors. Okay. The dimensions of these conductors are different. Okay. Dimensions of this conductor and capacitor are different. So radius R1, R2 you can take if you want. Okay, or you can just make sure that these are of different dimensions. In this way you can represent it. Now we are going to connect these two conductors with the wire like this. Now the charge on the first conductor and second conductor will get modified. Charge will keep on flowing between these two conductors until potential of first conductor and potential of second conductor becomes equal. So potential of first conductor will become V, potential of second conductor will also become V. Now the charge on the first conductor will become QA, charge on the second conductor will become QB. Capacity of the first conductor will remain as it is because dimensions have not been changed, and capacity of the second conductor, that also will remain same. Okay, but potential and charges will modify. Potential and charges will modify. Okay, now what is the final charge on the first conductor? What is the final charge on the first conductor? It is some fraction of total charge. It is some fraction of total charge. What is the total charge? Sir, it is Q1 plus Q2. Charge on the first plus charge on the second. This is the total charge. It's some fraction. Now, the fraction of the charge is decided by the capacity. More the capacity, more will be the charge stored. So, charge on the first conductor is equal to capacity fraction, is equal to capacity fraction of the total charge. So, how to write capacity fraction of first conductor? Sir, C1 upon C1 plus C2. This is called as capacity fraction. First conductor has capacity fraction C1 upon C1 plus C2. So this fraction of total charge पैकी हा fraction हा पहिल्या capacitor ला मिळणार, and the remaining fraction will be automatically what? Capacity fraction of second conductor or second capacitor, C2 upon C1 plus C2 into bracket total charge. This is how the charge gets redistributed. Charge परत redistribute जो होतो, परत जो काय charge वाटला जातो, the charge gets redistributed according to the logic of capacity fraction. Okay, these are the equations that you can write during the exams directly. Okay, no issue in that. Now, and this we have already done also. Now let us figure out what is the value of final potential of both the conductors or capacitors It is also called as common potential. It is also called as common potential, V or VC, common potential. VC stands for common potential is equal to question mark. Very simple formula we are going to use. Just like Q is equal to CV, we know Q is equal to CV. I can write QA is equal to CA. CA means C1 because capacity is not going to change. So C1 into V is common potential. V is common potential or VC. Okay. Q equal to CV for the first conductor. Okay. This rule is applied to what? Rule is applied to first conductor. पहिल्या कंडक्टरला Q equal to CV rule apply करा after connection. Now the potential of the first conductor is V or equal to VC. V म्हणा किंवा VC म्हणा. Common potential VC, or you can call it as V also, no issues. Okay. Now let us try to figure this out. What is the answer? Therefore VC is equal to charge on the first conductor divided by capacity of the first conductor. Now let me write the remaining things here. Or let it be. Just write this down and reply me in the chat box, clear and written up to this. Good. Yes. Okay. We want to find out the common potential, right? So I can write common potential equal to common potential is equal to common potential is equal to what was the formula? QA upon C1. QA upon C1. QA upon C1. What is QA? QA is the capacity fraction of the total charge. QA is what? Capacity fraction of total charge. What is capacity fraction? C1 upon C1 plus C2. पहिल्या कॅपॅसिटरची कॅपॅसिटी फ्रॅक्शन पहिल्या कॅपॅसिटरचा कॅपॅसिटी फ्रॅक्शन काय असणार? व्हॉट विल बी दी कॅपॅसिटी फ्रॅक्शन ऑफ फर्स्ट कॅपॅसिटर? Capacity of first capacitor divided by total capacity of total charge. Total charge is what? Q1 plus Q2. Total charge is Q1 plus Q2 whole divided by C1. Whole divided by C1. Okay, sir. Fine. So this is going to be the common potential. What is that? Sir, this C1 and this C1 gets cancelled. What remains? Q1 plus Q2 as it is divided by this C1 plus C2 as it is. So this is the formula for common potential. Total charge upon total capacity. Q1 plus Q2 upon C1 plus C2. This is the common potential, final potential. Replying in the chat box, clear and written. बघा बाळांनो, समजलं का? Good. Yes. Okay. This equation you are going to remember. Okay. Previous page. Okay. Done? So how did we write equation 1 and 2? Okay. These equations yesterday we derived, right? These equations yesterday we derived. Total charge after charge redistribution. These two equations we derived. Okay. As a fun, let us derive that once again. Let us derive the equation 1 and 2 once again. We did this. See, there are two unknowns, QA and QB. So we need two equations. Very simple. The first equation is conservation of charge. Conservation of charge. First equation is conservation of charge. How to write first equation for conservation of charge? Total initial charge Q1 plus Q2 is equal to total final charge QA plus QB is equal to QA plus QB. Okay, let's say this is equation Roman 1. Okay, and now we have to write the second equation. Second equation is final potential of both these condensers or the capacitors or the conductors is going to be equal. So we know Q equal to CV. We know Q equal to CV is the general formula. So V is equal to Q upon C, but V is same for both. So I can write final potential of the first condenser and the final potential of the second condenser, both are same. So I can write VC is equal to VC, common potential, or you can write it as V equal to V. No need to write that VC also. You can write that as V only, that is also enough. Now for the first condenser you can write it as VA, and for the second you can write VB. Okay, and both of these are going to be equal. Q is equal to C upon V, V is equal to Q upon C. So VA is equal to QA upon CA, but no need to write CA because capacity is not going to change, so it will remain C1. VB is equal to QB upon CB, but no need to write CB because capacity is not going to change. So this is the Roman equation 2. So these are the two equations, this one and this one. These are the two equations, and only QA and QB are the two unknowns. So two unknowns and two equations will solve this. Okay, is that clear? And this we did yesterday, right? Redistribution of charges. And that's what I wrote. Only new thing that I did is in this lecture is common potential value. Common potential value. How to find common potential value? Very simple, sir. Common potential value is equal to QA upon C1 or QB upon C2. QA upon C1. I just did that QA upon C1. I just put the value of QA. QA is what? Capacity fraction of total charge. QA is what? Capacity fraction of total charge. First capacitor चा capacity fraction कसा काढशील बाळ? C1 upon C1 plus C2. Okay. Now what I get is common potential is equal to Q1 plus Q2 upon C1 plus C2. Okay. But if you are not given Q1 and Q2, then replace Q1 and Q2. Replace Q1 and Q2. Replace Q1 and Q2. कैसे replace करना? Let me write extra point here. You know, initially Q1 is given to you. Sorry, let's say Q1 and Q2 are not given to you, but in that situation V1 and V2 will be given to you. Okay, एक काहीतरी देतील, एक काहीतरी द्यावंच लागेल त्यांना. They should either give us the values of Q1 and Q2 or the values of V1 and V2. We know Q is equal to CV. So this rule can be applied to the conductors. Okay, initially before connection you can apply the same rule to these two conductors, and Q1 V1 C1, Q2 V2 C2 can be related like this. Q1 is equal to C1 V1 and Q2 is equal to C2 V2. Okay, Q1 is equal to C1 V1, sorry, my mistake. C1 V1. Q1 is equal to C1 V1 and Q2 is equal to C2 V2. So if you are not given the values of Q1 and Q2, if they are not given, you will replace them. Therefore, the common potential Vc is equal to Q1 will be replaced by C1 V1 plus C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. And I have seen these students remembering this equation. Okay, rather than this equation, students remember this equation. But it's perfectly fine. Whichever equation you want, you can remember. I personally do not remember any of these equations. I just do not remember any of these equations. हे आपोआप पाठ झालेला आहे मला. Okay, just by solving some examples, this got automatically remembered. Okay, this got remembered. This I remember by the trick called as capacity fraction. Again, capacity fraction. So these three equations, starred equation, equation 1, equation 2, and this one, equation 4, I got automatically remembered. Okay, up to this, reply me in the chat box. Clear to all of you? Good, very good. Yes. Fine. Chalo, next. Write down next point as types of capacitors. Now we are going to discuss about the types of capacitors. Write down types of capacitors. Number 1, parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor. Second, spherical capacitor, not a spherical conductor. Spherical capacitor, it's a different thing. Okay, spherical conductor is a different thing, spherical capacitor is a different thing. Spherical capacitor is different and spherical conductor is different. We will discuss. We will draw the diagrams for both of them. Third is cylindrical capacitor. Third is cylindrical capacitor. Just keep on writing. Okay. Now let us discuss one by one. First, let us discuss parallel plate capacitor. First, discuss parallel plate capacitor. First, discuss parallel plate capacitor. In the parallel plate capacitor, you have first parallel plate. Okay. If you have only one parallel plate, in that case, what will happen? Let's see. Let's say the charge on the first parallel plate is Q, its potential is V, and its capacity is equal to C. Okay, so here you can write Q is equal to CV, right? Q is equal to CV, therefore capacity C is equal to Q upon V. Capacity C is equal to Q upon V. Okay, so charge stored on your system is equal to Q. Charge stored on your system is equal to Q divided by potential of your system. This is the capacity of the system. Okay, but instead of using one capacitor, instead of using one conductor, you know that capacity depends on three things. First is size and shape of the conductor, yes. Second is surrounding medium, yes. And third is the presence of other conductors nearby. So what people do is this: they take the first plate. Just keep on observing. These are new things. These are absolutely new things. So you have to simply observe the things. Okay. Second plate. This is first plate. This is second plate. The first plate has charge is equal to Q. Okay. Let's say it is a positive charge. Now what happens? Because of the presence of the nearby conductor, what happens? The charges get induced on this plate. Yes, sir. Obviously, negative charge will be induced on this side and positive charge will be induced on this side. Yes, sir. Positive charge will be induced on this side. Okay. And there is attraction between the positive and negative. So the positive charge will be brought on this surface. Okay. The charge which you have given. Okay. The charge which you have given. Okay. Now, let's say the charge induced on this plate is minus Q and this side is equal to plus Q. Okay, this is what will happen. This is what is going to happen with the conductor. Because this is conductor, this is going to be the values of induced charges. This is going to be the value of induced charges. Okay, sir. This is what happens if you place a second conductor near the first conductor. Okay, all right. Now we have to ground the second conductor. Now we will ground the second conductor. Just try to understand. Now we will ground the second conductor. Now what happens is this. काय गंमत होते बा? Just keep on observing. This charge remains as it is. This charge we are not touching, so it will remain as it is. This charge is equal to Q. Then the second charge, okay, which is being attracted by the plus charge, this negative charge will remain as it is because it is being attracted by the plus charge. So it will remain as it is. But this charge plus you have connected to ground. So that will escape to the ground and that will be neutralized by the charges in the ground. Neutralized by the charges in the ground. Okay. But this negative charge will not be able to escape to the ground or will not be neutralized by the charges in the ground because this negative charge is bound by the positive charge. It is being attracted by the positive charge. एवढं पहिल्यांदा समजू दे. Up to this, reply me in the chat box, clear and written. एवढंच पहिल्यांदा समजून घ्या. 3 steps. Which charge will go to ground? Which charge will not go to ground? Good. CW. Yes. This charge is not bound charge. Okay. It is able to escape to the ground or it is able to neutralize by the charges in the ground. But this charge is bound to this charge because it is being attracted. Okay. So the system will modify to this. our system will modify to this. Okay, now the charge that you stored on the system was Q. The charge that you stored on the system is Q, and this is your total system now. This is your total system. Now new capacity C dash is equal to the charge that you stored on the system will not change. That will remain as Q. That will remain as Q. Initially the charge was on both the faces, but if you place a second conductor near the first conductor, this is going to, all these negative or positive charges will be brought to this surface, and here there will be induction of charges. Okay, and these additional induced charges you are just grounding them. Okay, bol Prithviraj, any doubt? Any doubt? Clear? Okay, fine. All right. So C dash, new capacity of the system, C dash is equal to, what is this Q? Q is the charge that you stored. Okay, here also charge that I stored was Q. And now what is the potential of my system? Now what is the potential of my system? Potential of my system will be equal to potential of the first conductor plus potential of the second conductor. Okay, now let's say potential of the first conductor is same V, and potential of the second conductor will be definitely a negative, because potential due to the negative charge is going to be negative, potential due to positive charge is going to be the positive. So this potential is V, and this potential is some value which is negative. Okay, or let us write the total potential something like this. Try to understand. The potential of this plate is going to be negative. Let us take V dash as a positive value. Let us take V dash as a positive value, and minus V dash is the potential of this plate. Minus V dash is the potential of this plate. So potential of the first plate is V, potential of the first plate is V, and potential of the second plate is minus V dash. So potential of the first plate added with potential of the second plate will give you the potential of all the plates in the system. Now you people tell me, this value is certainly going to be less than V. Okay, this value initially was V. This numerator Q, both are same. Both the numerators are same. But V minus V dash, this value is less than V. So here denominator initially it was V, and finally it is V minus V dash. So denominator has decreased. Denominator has decreased. If denominator decreases, total value increases, means capacity increases. Therefore capacity C dash is more than C. In this way people try to increase the capacity of the system by just placing the another conductor near first conductor. Yes, no reply in the chat box. These are simple points. I'm taking time. I'm speaking slowly for the sake of understanding. These are new points, so I'm taking time to explain them. New capacity will be increased just by decreasing the potential of the system. We just decrease the potential of our system. We just decrease the potential of our system. Done. Or the second logic is like this. This is the first charge on the system, or let us consider this conductor only. This conductor only. Because of the charge Q, this conductor has potential equal to V, and because of this minus charge, the potential of this conductor will effectively modify. Because of the minus charge, some negative potential will be produced on this conductor. So that negative potential is here. Okay, so potential of your conductor, total potential of your conductor automatically gets decreased if you bring a negative charge near it. Yes, we have brought a negative charge near it. So potential of your conductor will now decrease. Initially it was V, now it has become V minus V dash. This is the logic. to how this is the logic how people increase the capacity. Okay, this is the logic how people increase the capacity. So this is your finally parallel plate capacitor. This system is effectively called as parallel plate capacitor. This is called as parallel plate capacitor. Okay, done. Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. Shall I move on to next page? Good. I have given you the homeworks, right? Very few students are now submitting the homework. See, there are three types of homeworks I am giving you. The first type of homework is compulsory, which includes module as well as board homework. Module as well as board homework. Second type of homework is the revision homework. Okay, through the Aryanth book. Okay, and third type of homework is also the revision homework, but from the other books, extra books. Okay, you can shift to homework 3 only if you are able to very easily solve homework number 2. Okay, follow these guidelines strictly. Okay बाळांनो, तरच आपल्याला आपली लेवल इन्क्रीज करता येईल. हळूहळू लेवल इन्क्रीज करायची आहे. But I am expecting everyone to submit this. You have to give 1 hour for this and 1 hour either for this or this, but immediately you will not shift level from 2 to 3. Okay, make sure that you are able to solve all these questions. If these questions become a daily task for you, a very easy task for you, only then you have to improve only then you have to go to the level number 3. Okay, or the homework number 3. Okay, this homework is definitely going to be optional. Either, see, this everyone has to do. Along with this, you will either do this one or this one. Okay, but I am suggesting not to immediately shift to level 3. Okay, make sure that all these things become easy for you. Okay, if this thing becomes easy, only then shift to this. This is how the levels are increased gradually. It's a gradual process. It's not a one-day process. Okay, all right. Just give me 1 second. Module and board, that's compulsory. And the revision, there are 2 types. Chalo, next. Now let us draw the spherical capacitor. Okay, it's a very simple capacitor. Let us try to draw the spherical capacitor. I am not saying spherical conductor, I am saying spherical capacitor. If you have a capacitor, you have 2 conductors. Always remember, if they say capacitor, you have 2 conductors. This is first plate, this is second plate. These 2 plates are parallel to each other, so it is called as parallel plate capacitor. So it is called as parallel plate capacitor because these 2 plates are parallel to each other. So it is called as parallel plate capacitor. Okay. Next is spherical plate capacitor. The first plate will be the sphere. Okay, though it is a sphere, people call it as plate, no issues. The second plate is also the sphere. First plate is a sphere, second plate is also the sphere. On the first plate, you will give the charge equal to plus Q. You will give the charge equal to plus Q. Okay, on the second plate, automatically on the inner side, negative charge will be induced. Negative charge will be induced on the inner side. This is Q. This will be minus Q, put a bracket. This will be plus Q, and we are going to ground this. We are going to ground this. Okay, this is called as spherical capacitor. This is called as spherical capacitor. This is called as spherical plate capacitor or simply spherical capacitor. Third is cylindrical capacitor. Just keep on writing. Third is cylindrical capacitor. How to draw cylindrical capacitor? Very easy. Draw 2 cylinders. This is the inner cylinder. Draw the outer cylinder. Like this. First cylinder, second cylinder. Now give the charge to inner cylinder. Give the charge to inner cylinder. That will come on the outer surface of inner cylinder. Automatically negative charge will be induced on the inner surface of outer cylinder. Automatically negative charge will be induced on the inner surface of outer cylinder. Positive charge will be induced on the outer surface. Positive charge will be induced on the outer surface, but that will be grounded. This is called as cylindrical capacitor. Replying in the chat box, CW. Good. Now here in between these two in between these two shells, spherical shells, there is a material which is called as a dielectric, in bracket non-conductor, its dielectric constant is capital K or epsilon r. Just keep on writing dielectric constant. So people will directly write here capital K, so that they want to indicate that the inner plate and the outer plate, or the inner cylinder and the outer cylinder, in between them, inner cylinder is a conductor, outer cylinder is a conductor, but in between them the gap is filled with the dielectric. Having dielectric constant K or epsilon r. This K is a capital K. Okay. So here also you have the dielectric. Here also in between space is filled with the dielectric. That dielectric can be air, or it may be the vacuum, or it may be water, okay, or it may be glass. It's a dielectric, non-conductor. Here also you have a dielectric. Having dielectric constant capital K. So people will show it like this, capital K. Okay. Here also they can show capital K, dielectric constant, or epsilon r. They may write here epsilon r, relative permittivity or dielectric constant. Okay. These are the three types of capacitors, okay, that we are going to study and write formulae for. Okay. Now let us write the formula for capacity of parallel plate capacitor. Formula for capacity of parallel plate capacitor. Formula for capacity of parallel plate capacitor. Okay. Now let me draw the parallel plate capacitor. Will that be okay if I draw it horizontally? Yes, that will be okay. No problem. Absolutely fine. No issues. Charge on the first plate. Charge on the second plate. On the first plate, let's say the charge is Q. On the second plate, let the charge is minus Q. This is the connection to the first plate wire. This is the connection to the second plate wire. This is our parallel plate capacitor. In between space is filled with the dielectric, having dielectric constant K, capital K. Okay. Now we want to find out the capacity of this system. Okay, this system has some dimensions. Now this is a plate. Let's say a rectangular plate or the square plate or the circular plate. Circular plate is also possible, yes or no? Circular plate is also possible, yes or no? You want two parallel plates, that's it. You want simply two parallel plates. Okay, you want simply two parallel plates. It can be a rectangular plate, a square plate, or the circular plate, but it should be a plate because it's a parallel plate capacitor. So you need plates. Here it's a spherical capacitor, so you need two shells. Here it is a cylindrical capacitor, so you need two cylinders, coaxial cylinders. Here you need concentric spheres or concentric spherical shells, and here you need parallel plates. Here you need parallel plates. Shape of the plate basically doesn't matter. It simply can be a rectangle, can be a square, or can be a circular plate also. Can be a circular plate also. Okay. Now we want to find out the capacity of this conductor. So let us draw the possible shapes. Okay, these are the possible shapes. Okay, now let us try to find out the capacity of this system. How to find capacity of this system? Very simple. The task is Q is equal to C upon V. The task is Q is equal to C upon V. The task is to find C, and C is equal to Q upon V. Okay, Q is Q, no problem. Q is Q. Now the only task that remains is to replace V. So call this as equation 1. Now the only task that remains is to replace this V. Okay. Now to replace V, we have to do some calculations. What we can do is this. Let us take the distance between the plates as small d. Let us take the distance between these two plates as small d. This distance is generally very, very small. For example, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters. Okay. The distance is basically going to be very, very small. Let's say the area of the plate is capital A. This area of the plate is equal to capital A, or this area of the plate is equal to capital A. And the distance between the plates is small d. Distance between these two plates or distance between these two plates is going to be equal to small d. Is going to be equal to small d. Just keep on writing along with me. Things are new, so just keep on writing. Okay. Once you get familiar with these things, you can start asking the doubts also. You can start debating with me also. Okay, no issues. But initially just keep on writing. C is equal to Q upon V. Okay, this is the task, sir. Okay, Q is Q, no problem. Q is Q. कुठल्याही एका plate वरचा charge. Okay, capacity is always going to be a positive number. Capacity is always going to be a positive number. So do not bother about sign of the Q or V. Okay, this V is the potential difference between the plates. Okay, that we want to replace. We will write what is A, what is D, what is K, what is C. All those things we will write once we get entire formula, complete formula once we get. Okay. Okay, now we want to replace V. To replace V, what people do is this. They first of all write value of electric field between the 2 points having potential difference equal to V. Now let me write that extra point here. Let me rub these things. I want to do entire calculation on the same page. So let me just rub these things. It's taking time, so let me rub it like this. Let me write. Do you know that if this point has potential equal to V1, this point has potential equal to V2, and let's say V1 is more than V2, electric field will be always directed from higher potential to lower potential. Electric field is always directed from higher potential to lower potential, and let's say the distance between these 2 points is very, very small. That distance is, let's say, D. Then can I write E is equal to the potential difference? What is that? V1 minus V2 upon the distance between them. Reply me in the chat box. Do you know E is equal to dV by dr? Numerically dV by dr. I know it is E bar is equal to minus dV by dr. That I know. But numerically E is equal to dV by dr. dV is the potential difference and dr is the distance between the 2 points. dV is the potential difference, V1 minus V2, and the distance between them is small d. Now the same potential difference, let's say it is V. Okay, instead of V1 minus V2, I am taking potential difference as V, and the distance between the 2 points is D. Just like that, the electric field in this space, these two plates are very, very close to each other. These two plates are very, very close to each other. So very, very small distance, D will be assumed as a very, very small distance, and dV will be taken as V1 minus V2. Potential difference between these two plates. Potential difference between these two plates, now we are taking it as V. So now we can write E is equal to V upon D. Numerical relation. Numerical relation. This is we are going to write, okay, as an extra point. As an extra point, we are going to remember this. E is equal to V upon D. Okay, sir. Now, if I write E is equal to V upon D, that's okay, sir. Now I can replace this V. Therefore, replacement for V is equal to E into D. Now D is okay because it is already given as a dimension. Okay, dimension means the distance between the plates. Area is also the dimension. Okay, area of the plate. दोन्ही प्लेट्स एक सारख्याच असतात. Both the plates are same. So both the plates have same area A and distance between them is small d. But sir, what is the value of electric field that we do not know? What is the value of electric field between these two plates that we do not know? Okay, now here one more extra point we will do. Here again one more extra point we will do. If you have a plate like this, and if you are very close to the plate, this plate seems that it is infinite. In reality, it is not infinite, but if you are very close to the plate, it seems that it is infinite. Yes or no? Reply me in the chat box. If you are far away from the plate, you will observe that it is a finite plate. लांबून बघितलं तर ती finite आहे असं वाटतं, कारण त्यावेळी अँगल कमी होतो बाळांनो. Let's draw the reference line. This is the reference line. This end is making an angle of θ1 and this end is making an angle of θ2. Now θ1 and θ2 are the finite angles, okay, which are less than 90. But as you go closer and closer and closer and closer to the plates, this is the reference line now, these angles become 90. θ1 and θ2 will tend to 90. θ1 and θ2 will tend to 90. So it seems that this plate is as good as an infinite plate. This plate is as good as an infinite plate. Okay, that point you have to remember. Okay, so if you have a plate, write down these extra points also. Okay, if you have a plate now which you are assuming going to be infinite, because distance between these two plates is going to be very, very small. So any point in this region is going to be very, very close to these two plates, So as good as this is an infinite plate, because of the first plate, electric field will be away from the positive, electric field due to the positive charge. Because of the negative charge, electric field will be towards negative, electric field due to the negative charge. And these two electric field values we have to add because both the electric fields are in the same direction. Okay, what will be the electric field, total electric field? Now write down this as equation number 2. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now the next task is to find out total electric field in this region. Total electric field in that region is equal to electric field due to the positive plate plus electric field due to the negative plate. And both these electric fields are in the same direction, downward direction. So if you have an infinite plate having charge per unit area sigma, then what is the value of electric field at any point? It is sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 because of infinite plate. Reply in the chat box, yes or no. Sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. Infinite plates are formula balanno. Check kara. Everyone expecting reply from everyone. If you have an infinite plate, what is the value of electric field at any point because of that plate? Sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. It is conducting or non-conducting. But एकाच बाजूला एरिया, एकाच बाजूला चार्ज आहे, दोन्ही बाजूला नाही आहे. So answer is going to be sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. The charge is only on the one surface. Infinite plate having charge only on the one surface. The formula is going to be sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. Because charge is only on the one surface. Okay. Now, this charge per unit area, is equal to Q upon A. This charge per unit area is also Q upon A. Right? दोन्ही पण Q upon A असणार आहेत. Both of these are going to be Q upon A. So if this is sigma, this is also sigma. If this is sigma, this is also sigma. Or you may write it as minus sigma, no issues. याला तुम्हाला सिग्मा घ्यायचा आहे, सिग्मा घ्या. याला तुम्हाला मायनस सिग्मा घ्यायचा आहे, no issues, no problem. Okay. Now we want to find out numerical value of electric field due to the positive plate and electric field due to the negative plate. Call this as equation number 3. Call this as equation number 3. Now let us try to find out numerical values of electric field due to the positive charge. That will be equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. No need to write plus sigma minus sigma. We want numerical value. Directions we have already taken care of. Electric field due to the negative charge will be equal to again charge upon area. Charge पण Q चा आहे, area A चा आहे. Charge Q चा आहे, area A चा आहे. Okay, so both the plates have same charge density, same surface charge density. So don't bother about that. Charge is placed on the area equal to Q. Sorry, charge Q is placed on area equal to A. Charge Q is placed on area equal to A. एका साइडचाच एरिया बघायचा आहे, एका साइडला चार्ज ठेवलेला आहे. Charge is only on one side, so area on one side is to be considered to find out the value of sigma. Okay, don't worry about that. And also do not worry about the plus and minus sign of sigma, because directions of electric field we have already taken care of. So we just want numerical values. Okay, so sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 and sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. These are going to be electric field due to the positive plate and electric field due to the negative plate. Okay, now electric field due to the positive plate plus electric field due to negative plate, these numerical values are to be added, and let that be done on the next page. So total electric field between the parallel plates of capacitor will be equal to E plus E minus. E plus will be sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 plus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. Sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 plus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 means 2 times sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. Sir, 2 cancel. Answer comes out to be sigma upon epsilon 0. This is the total electric field between the parallel plates of capacitor. This is the total electric field between the parallel plates of capacitor. Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. Step by step, try to understand. Yes. Done. Okay. Now here you will observe that what we did, C is equal to Q upon V. Q equal to CV, C is equal to Q upon V, Q is Q, no problem. Okay, charge on any one of the plate and potential difference between the plates. So Q upon V. Now E is equal to V upon D, V is equal to E into D. D is okay because that will be given, but E was not known. E was to be found out. Now we found out the value of E. Now we have the value of E. That value of E is to be put in equation number 2. Then we will get value of V, and that value of V we have to put in the equation 1. That value of V we have to put in equation 1. Okay. Now write down from the first equation. C is equal to Q upon V. Q is equal to Q. V is equal to E into D. And that E value is equal to what? That E value is equal to sigma upon epsilon 0 into this small d, Now Q into epsilon 0 divided by sigma into D. Now Q is Q, epsilon 0 is epsilon 0, sigma is charge per unit area on any of the plate. So charge is placed on the area equal to A because charge is only on the one surface, multiplied by D. Sir, this Q cancel. Yes, Q cancel. This A in the numerator. Therefore, capacity of parallel plate capacitor is A epsilon 0 upon D. A epsilon 0 upon D. A epsilon 0 upon D. This is the formula for capacity of parallel plate capacitor. This is the formula for capacity of parallel plate capacitor. Now replying in the chat box, this formula is clear and written. A epsilon 0 upon D. This is called as capacity of parallel plate capacitor. Okay, we are having a plate capacitor, not a spherical or cylindrical capacitor. We are having the parallel plate capacitor, and the formula is A epsilon 0 upon D. Okay. Now write down, if there is dielectric medium, if there is a dielectric medium between plates, एअर असेल तर ठीक आहे ना, एअरला इप्सिलॉन 0 लिहिलं तरी चालतंय, एअर व्हॅक्यूम सेम, between the plates, then in the same formula you have to write A epsilon upon D. Instead of epsilon 0, now you have to use epsilon. Instead of epsilon 0, now you have to use epsilon, because there is medium between the plates. Now epsilon 0 can be written as epsilon 0 into epsilon r, or some people write it as epsilon 0 into capital K, and some people write this formula like this, AK epsilon 0 upon D. They just modify the sequence, AK epsilon 0 upon D. And some people modify this formula also, they write K times, they write K times A epsilon 0 upon D. They write K times A epsilon 0 upon D. And they write capital K into A epsilon 0 upon D means what? A epsilon 0 upon D means capacity of the system when there was air or vacuum. Air or vacuum. So capacity when there is medium is equal to K times capacity when there is air. Is equal to K times capacity when there is air. And up to this, write down and reply in the chat box, clear and written. Try to get this, everyone. Take your time, but try to get this. This formula we are going to remember, okay? This formula automatically gets remembered, AK epsilon 0 upon D. A epsilon 0 upon D, if you remember, if there is medium, instead of epsilon 0, you will write epsilon. So A epsilon upon D or A epsilon 0 upon D, or AK epsilon 0 upon D, AK epsilon 0 upon D. Just remember this, AK epsilon 0 upon D, AK epsilon 0 upon D. You can do this rearrangement, K on the front side, then A epsilon 0 upon D, but A epsilon 0 upon D is the capacity when there is air, is the capacity when there is air between the plates. Okay, so now here you can observe this fact that capacity depends on what? Material, surrounding medium or medium between the plates, K. Capacity depends on medium between the plates. Capacity depends on the dimensions of the system, means area and the distance between the plates. Capacity depends on area and the distance between the plates. It means it depends on the dimensions, shape and size. Shape and size means dimensions. Okay, and the medium between the two plates. Okay, the capacity does not depend on charge. Charge gets cancelled. Charge gets cancelled. Capacity also do not depend on the potential. V वरती potential difference वरती पण dependent नहीं है. Charge, let there be charge on the plate or there will be no charge on the plate. Plate वरती charge असू दे किंवा नसू दे. In both the cases, capacity is going to be this. Charge will be zero, potential will be zero, but capacity will be this. It will be non-zero. It is defined. It is defined. A k epsilon 0 upon d. Capacity does not depend on charge. Capacity does not depend on potential difference. It depends on shape, size, and what? Shape, size, and the surrounding medium. Shape, size, and surrounding medium. For this case, it is medium between the two plates. For this case, it is medium between the two plates. Okay, is that clear to all of you? Reply me in the chat box. Is this last discussion clear to everyone? Yes. Good. These are some new things that we are learning from last two lectures. It's okay. Done? All right. Okay. So here, now there will be questions something like this. Questions will be based on the proportionality. Okay, ratio type of questions. What is the capacity of a parallel plate capacitor? Sir, AK epsilon 0 upon D. AK epsilon 0 upon D. Now they will give you first capacitor, second capacitor. Now initially the separation between the plates was D. Now the separation is doubled. Capacity will become what? So initial separation, this is just a rough work. Initial separation D, final separation doubled. What will happen to the capacity? Very simple. Area is not changing, K is not changing, epsilon 0 is not changing. Therefore, you will write capacity proportional to 1 upon D. So C1 upon C2 equals D2 upon D1. That's not a big deal. D2 is double the initial D. So this fast you can solve the questions. Reciprocal on left hand side, reciprocal on right hand side. So C2 will be equal to C1 upon 2. Capacity will become half. Capacity will become half. It was quite obvious. Capacity is inversely proportional to the distance between the plates. If you double the distance, capacity will become half. Now similar type of questions for the area. If everything else is constant, D, K and epsilon 0, if everything else is constant and only the area is changing, in that situation you can say like this. If you double the area, capacity will be doubled. If you half the area, capacity will be half. But there are questions in which area and distance both are simultaneously changing. So you will write it like this. K is same, epsilon 0 is same. K is same, epsilon 0 is same. So in that situation, you will write C proportional to A upon D. So area doubled and distance half. Area doubled and distance half. Area doubled, write 2. New capacity is equal to area doubled, write 2. Distance half, write 1/2. You will get direct answer. You will get direct answer. Reply me in the chat box, yes or no. Area doubled, write 2. Distance half, write 1/2. So new capacity C dash is equal to, new capacity C dash is equal to area doubled, write 2. Distance half, write 1/2. That will become automatically 4. So in this way, you can immediately find out relation between old capacity and new capacity. Are the types of question clear to all of you? Finding relation between old capacity and new capacity. Type of question clear करून घ्या. Formula एकच लक्षात ठेवायचा. Derivations, they are there, but if you remember the formula AK epsilon 0 upon D, that is enough. Such kind of questions will be there, and this type of questions you can very easily solve. For example, area became 3 times and distance became 1/2. What will be the new capacity? Very simple. C is equal to, what is the formula? C is equal to AK epsilon 0 upon D. So C is proportional to, K is not changing, epsilon 0 is not changing, so C will be proportional to A upon D. So you will write new capacity is equal to area tripled. So write 3. Distance half, write 1/2 into old capacity. That's it. This will give you answer. Capacity will become 6 times. This fast you can solve it. This fast you can solve it. And this logic is applicable to all kinds of proportionalities. Not only for the capacity, or not only for the formula for capacitor. This is applicable for all types of proportionalities. This is applicable for all types of proportionalities. Check kara balanu. Are the things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you? Questions are definitely going to be very easy. Can you do the revision of electric potential and dipole? Just see the lecture, Advait. Dipole se lecture bagna, because that will take again time, and the current syllabus, that is also more important. सायमल्टेनियसली होमवर्क जर केले तर तुम्हाला हे फॉर्म्युले बाळांनो आपोआप पाठ होऊन जातात. म्हणजे रिव्हिजनची गरज लागत नाही. जो चॅप्टर चालू आहे त्याचीच रिव्हिजन तुम्ही मागायला लागता. All points revised in one lecture. All points revised in one lecture. That will be also of 2 or 2.5 hour lecture. 2-2.5 तासाचं लेक्चर होईल त्यात सगळे पॉइंट एकत्र घ्यायचे. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये आपले करंट लेक्चर सगळे डिस्टर्ब होतील. 2-3 दिवस त्याच्यामध्ये स्पेंड करावे लागतील. What we can do is the best solution is just read the notes. काय करूया बाळ, तू काय कर, एकदा नोट्स वाचून घे. 1 to 1 नोट्स वाचून घे. And if you feel that this note is not clear to you, in that case we can discuss that. Okay, everyone, this is for everyone. Okay, if you need the revision of current chapter itself, okay, which is definitely not a good idea to revise the chapter which we are learning, that to be revised. Rather than that, what we can do, you can just go through the notes. Okay, just read the notes, and when you read the notes, if you find any point difficult or any point you are not understanding, okay, because that will take less time. Okay, because that will take less time, because otherwise to revise all the points in the video lectures, I will be revising those points also which you already know. So rather than that, you just read the notes and do the rapid reading of those notes. When you read those notes rapidly, okay, the note which you do not get, which you do not understand, that you can discuss with me. Okay, so in that way we can find out solution for this, and that will not take much time. That will take around 1.5 hour for you. So that is easy to spend on. Okay, is that okay? Everyone reply me. I know that in this chapter there are many formulae and that you need to remember. So it's better that you make your own list of formulae. Every day, I told you that every day you are going to spend around 10 to 15 minutes to check what has been taught today. एक 10-15 मिनिटं त्याच्यावरती ती सिस्टीम बंद केली का बाळून तुम्ही? एक 10-15 मिनिटं त्याच्यावरती स्पेंड करून आज काय शिकवलं, कुठला नवीन फॉर्म्युला. आता हा फॉर्म्युला जायला पाहिजे ना लिस्ट ऑफ फॉर्म्युली मध्ये बाळांनो. AK epsilon 0 upon D. Your own list of formulae you have to make every day. If you are not doing that, start doing that immediately from today. For this chapter, at least for this chapter. Okay, because this chapter contains so many formulae and that system we should not break. Okay, आणि म्हणून ते फॉर्म्युले पाठ नाही होत आहेत. आलं का लक्षात? Okay, start making list of formulae every day, because every day spending 10 and 5 minutes on that will not take much time, but you will remember all the formulae. Okay, all right, so in this lecture we are going to stop at this point. Syllabus for the test is the some part of the previous chapter and the electric potential and electric charges and the potential part. Okay, मागच्या चॅप्टर मधला थोडासा पार्ट आहे, प्लस या चॅप्टर मधला इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेन्शियल एवढाच पार्ट आहे. कॅपॅसिटन्स टेस्टला नसेल, इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेन्शियल वाला पार्ट असेल. ओके, आणि त्याच्या मागचा जो काही चॅप्टर होता इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस अँड फील्ड्स, त्याच्यामधला एक लास्ट पार्ट जो आहे तो असेल. ओके, दॅट आय हॅव ऑलरेडी मेन्शन ऑन द ग्रुप. ओके, चलो इन दिस लेक्चर वी आर गोइंग टू स्टॉप एट दिस पॉइंट. रिमेनिंग थिंग्स वी आर गोइंग टू डू इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. ओके, चलो बाय बाय एवरीवन. लेट मी एंड दिस लेक्चर एट दिस पॉइंट. यस, चलो, गुड डे.